High-speed car chases, violent action sequences, and a cast of characters that are enthusiastic about their cars have made the Fast and Furious franchise a global phenomenon. But many fans might not be aware that the cast's passion for cars goes way beyond the show. Many of the franchise's stars have accumulated spectacular car collections worth millions of dollars for themselves over the years. So in this video, we'll be breaking down the multi-million-dollar car collections of all these actors. Number 1. Vin Diesel. If you don't know who Vin Diesel is, you're probably living under a rock. Mark Sinclair, professionally and globally known as Vin Diesel from the Fast and Furious franchise, is not only a successful actor, but a renowned filmmaker and producer as well. This man has a net worth of $230 million. It's pretty clear that Vin Diesel has made quite the life for himself, and that's thanks to the Fast and Furious series. Most people see this actor and relate him back to Dominic from Fast and Furious. Just like his character, Mark has an extremely impressive car collection, so let's take a look at it. First up, he owns a 1963 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray Grand Sport. This beautiful car makes people turn their heads wherever it goes. The 1963 Chevy Corvette Stingray Grand Sport is one of the most beautiful cars in Vin Diesel's collection. Next up is the 1993 Mazda RX-7. This is as interesting as it is unsurprising. Dominic Toretto rolls in a Mazda in the first movie, which is one of the few times in the series we see him driving a car that isn't American muscle. It's clear that the actor loved driving the car in the movie. He also owns a 1966 Pontiac Bonneville. This American car is absolutely stunning, and it fits the Vin Diesel character extremely well. GM built the Bonneville from 1958 to 2005, and it remained a phenomenal car for most of that time. He also drives a 1994 Toyota Supra Turbo. This is another JDM gem in Vin Diesel's collection. The 1994 Toyota Supra is one truly iconic car. The Supra Turbo can go from 0 to 60 in just 4.6 seconds, and it can top out at 160 miles per hour. Next up, the Rolls-Royce Sprinter van. This van has a pretty cool backstory to it. The actor that plays Roman Pierce actually bought the car for the Vin Diesel actor. The actor for Roman Pierce actually loves to remodel Mercedes cars, and the first one he built was a cross between a Sprinter and the ultra-luxurious Rolls-Royce. This first car ended up in Vin Diesel's garage as a gift. Following that is the 1970 Dodge Charger Tantrum. This muscle car is breathtaking. The 1970 Dodge Charger Tantrum has a redesigned all-new front-end bodywork that's made in carbon fiber. This is accompanied with a beautiful black gloss. Among some of the other cars in Vin Diesel's collection are the 2010 BMW E60 M5, a 2014 Lykan Hypersport, and a 1969 Dodge Charger Daytona. Dwayne Johnson, another member of the cast with a strong passion for vintage American cars. Dwayne Johnson is known for playing Luke Hobbs in the Fast and Furious franchise. His car collection includes a Pagani Huayra. Yeah, he owns a few unique supercars, but this one is the craziest. The Pagani Huayra has a 6-liter twin-turbocharged V12 engine with a top speed of 375 kilometers per hour, 700 horsepower, and 100 Nm of torque. This car has a $2.6 million price tag. Ferrari LaFerrari. The Ferrari LaFerrari has a price tag of about $1.5 million. It's one of the unique and rare hypercars in The Rock's car collection. The 6.3-liter naturally aspirated V12 hybrid engine in the LaFerrari can generate 949 horsepower and 900 Nm of torque, allowing it to reach a top speed of 350 kilometers per hour. Next up is the Chevrolet Chevelle. The Rock has repeatedly appeared on screen driving his vintage muscle cars, just like Vin Diesel does. This car is insane. From the 1970s, the Chevelle has a 7.4-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine. It can generate 450 horsepower and 678 Nm of torque. Up next on the list is the Ford GT. A supercar with a small production run is the Ford GT. It has 660 horsepower and 746 Nm of torque. Ford GT also has a potent 3.5-liter twin-turbocharged V6 engine. This means that the car can reach a top speed of 330 kilometers per hour, making it worth $500,000. This is one of the largest and most luxurious cars that Dwayne Johnson owns. And finally is the Rolls-Royce Wraith. Now, The Rock owns some pretty excellent luxury coupes, but this one is next level. The Rolls-Royce Wraith has a 6.6-liter twin-turbocharged V12 engine. It can generate 642 horsepower and 870 Nm of torque. The cost of this car is $380,000. And this is not the last luxury car that The Rock owns. He owns a Ford F-150, a Range Rover SVR, a Lamborghini Aventador, a Bentley Continental GT, and a Porsche Taycan. This one hits pretty close to home for a lot of you Fast and Furious fans. Paul Walker was known for his acting skills and his love for cars. This ultimately made him many people's favorite on the Fast and Furious franchise. After tragically passing away, one of his famous quotes is, "If one day speed kills me, don't cry because I was smiling." This quote from the star himself still keeps him alive and makes us cherish every moment he left for us. Paul Walker played Brian O'Connor, who is a sports car collector and enthusiast in real life. First up is the BMW M3. Paul Walker owned 7 different BMW M3s from different generations. Yeah, you heard that right. These cars form some of the rarest cars that you would spot in Paul Walker's collection. He also owned a 1995 Ford Bronco SUV. Another great car among Paul Walker's car collection is the Ford Bronco SUV from the 1990s. This is a great SUV from the American automaker and has gotten exceptional city and off-road performance capabilities. Under the hood, it has a 5.8 matted to the engine. This SUV raised $73,700 in auction. He was also known for having cars like the 1963 Chevrolet Nova Wagon, 2000 Audi S4, 1967 Chevrolet Nova Custom, 2013 Ford Mustang Boss 302S race car, Toyota Tundra 2006, 2009 Nissan 370Z Fast 5, 1989 Nissan Skyline R32, and the Porsche Carrera GT. Tyrese Gibson. Tyrese Gibson, who also plays Roman Pierce, is a sports car collector who enjoys driving fast cars. Tyrese Gibson's car collection is insane with lots of amazing cars. First up on the list is the Rolls-Royce Wraith. This giant and heavy vehicle is powered by a 6.6-liter twin-turbocharged V12 engine. It makes 623 horsepower and 800 Nm of torque. The Wraith is one of the best Rolls-Royce with a combination of luxury and performance at the same time. The Rolls-Royce Wraith gets a starting price tag of $380,000. Next up is the Bentley Continental GT. Another luxury coupe in Tyrese Gibson's car collection is the white Bentley Continental GT. The super sports vehicle is powered by a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 engine. This creates power up to 550 horsepower and 720 Nm of torque. That makes this coupe go at a top speed of 198 miles per hour and 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. He also owns a Maserati Gran Turismo and a Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. His Wrangler is badass with a ton of features and an amazing driving experience. Ludacris. Ludacris's car collection is beautiful, expensive, and fast. He's well known for the Fast and Furious series where he plays Tej Parker, and for his famous songs. First up in his car collection is the Lamborghini Huracan. Ludacris owns one of the coolest V10 engine supercars known as the Lamborghini Huracan Spider. It has a powerful 5.2-liter naturally aspirated V10 engine. This amazing supercar can produce power up to 602 horsepower. Huracan Spider comes with a starting price of $223,654. He owns this Lamborghini in all white with black wheels. Next up is the Rolls-Royce Dawn. Ludacris's car collection becomes even more interesting when you add this ultra-luxury convertible Rolls-Royce. This car is a combination of both luxury and high performance. It's equipped with a 6.6-liter twin-turbo V12 engine, which can give an output of 563 horsepower and 780 Nm of torque. Rolls-Royce Dawn gets a price tag of $356,500. For the Black Badge variant, it goes up to $406,500. Up next is the Mercedes-Maybach GLS 600. Ludacris's car collection has some crazy vehicles, and this is one of them. Mercedes GLS is a full-size SUV by Mercedes, and this one is even more special with the Maybach branding. The price of this giant SUV starts at $200,000 and gets higher according to your requirements and design. This vehicle is powered by a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 engine, which generates power up to 500 horsepower and 850 Nm of torque. Some of the other cars in his collection include the Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG, Range Rover SV Autobiography, Acura Legend 1993, Acura NSX, BMW 7 Series, and a Ferrari 4. Alright guys, that wraps up this video. Let me know in the comment section below which one of these actors has the best car collection. Make sure to give me a thumbs up and click the subscribe button for more awesome content. I'll see you in the next video.